welcome to the motherfucking Laugh Boys podcast. Hey. I was just at South by Southwest. Welcome to the motherfucking Laugh Boys podcast. This is episode 53.
Wow.
53. Thank you guys so much for checking us out. We are now in season 3, and the support has been super amazing. So thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe. Before we get into introductions, real quick, just want to let you guys know, Coffee and Hip Hop has actually been canceled. I won't speak publicly as to why, but I will say thank you to all of the artists that we met along the way, all of the new fans that we gained, the new friends. We so much appreciate you guys, and there's a lot more going on in the future. April 17th, I'm playing at Bocce's Cellar, and then May 15th, we're going to announce it, is the album release party for 16 Summers, so make sure you guys check that out. That is May 15th at the Crate Place. It's going to be going down. There might even be a special guest there. Who knows? We don't know who it is. My name is Alwa Gordon, though. I rep that 88 over everything. It is 16 Summer season, baby! And I'm also here with...
It's your boy Costco and Crepes K Sheezy. I love a good crepe on a good day, like on a Tuesday or Wednesday. Crepes are amazing.
My boy Crepe K, he'll actually might be making a special appearance. I text him telling him, hey, request a day off, and he never texts me back.
I'm right here.
Hey, shout out to Crepe K for sliding through. I'm also here with
Tangent Queen Paradise.
Hey, the intro game.
Hey, there we go. Tangerines.
Tangerine.
The motherfucking tangerine. For real though, thank you guys.
Tangerino, dude.
GT, baby. Thank you guys so much for checking us out. For real, we really appreciate the support. Please share this video. Comment down below. Make sure the people that watch this know that we have a lot of people that support us, so we can grow. Krishan, when does this podcast start, man?
I put a watch on today. Still not the right time.
You actually have a watch?
But it is the right time.
This whole time you've never had a watch.
For real? Podcast starts right now.
Bam! We're gonna toss it to the tangent queen because we like going on the tangents first.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Serve us up.
Did you just crack a bullet?
I just cracked the whip.
So this is gonna be interesting.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because I only like interesting topics.
I kind of want to know what is your guys' go-to excuse to avoid hanging out or collabing with someone?
My daughter.
Very honest.
He had it ready.
I mean, it's just, that's like, there's no way that looks bad on you.
Right. Well,
you're like, that guy's a good friend.
Yeah.
All right.
That's fair. And also, they'll never question it even after seeing this, because that'll be just a douche move on their
Charity.
What?
Just so you're involved.
You know what's okay? You know what?
Yeah.
You know what's crazy is that I actually texted you one time and you were like, "Dude, I can't. I've had this charity like breakfast."
No, I really was though.
No, you weren't.
Yeah, I was.
Why
It
would
was
you
for my
think of
nephew.
that?
Huh?
That's for
Why
his
would you
nephew.
think of that?
Well, because
Like, why not
nobody's
just
gonna
work
question
or-
charity. Like if you're
I would. If you said charity, I would. Not that he's not a good guy. He's a great guy.
But because
charity?
Terrible guy.
I have done like
Great
charities and fundraisers. Like I've been a part of them for my nephew. Not from like I don't just start fundraisers.
No,
but,
that's good.
But there was one time I told a girl that I was doing a charity relief fund. I don't know.
All right.
It was weird, but either that or something with like family, because like nobody can question you when you're talking about family,
that's fair.
You know, but charity
That's
and family.
fair.
Charity and
I would
family,
probably,
baby.
yeah, I would probably go with family or like I'm tired. But I honestly genuinely am tired like a lot of the time.
Yeah, we know.
Yo,
So
everybody, you guys are both saying it and be like, but actually, for real, though, I do support charities, and I'm really tired.
That is my go-to excuse. I don't know. I feel like if I am trying to avoid hanging out with someone, I'll use one of my legit excuses that I
Like,
always use, which is I'm tired or
If
family.
it's somebody you like care about, or just
Yeah, no, because like genuinely, I'm usually tired. But like even if I'm not tired, saying that doesn't seem ingenuine.
Is it easier to lie to people that we care about or people that we don't necessarily care about?
No, it's easier to lie to people that. Well, it's easier to lie to people you don't care about as far as your conscience goes, because you don't give a fuck. But and those people don't really know you, so you can get away with it.
Right.
But the people that do know, I can't get away with telling. That time that I did tell you that I was.
You
on
did tell me you were at a charity.
I was at a charity.
Craig K was at the charity.
I was at a charity.
I'm creped
Raising
up.
crepe for the kids, dude. Crepe for the
Put
kids.
your crepes
dude.
up.
I agree. I would say it's harder to lie to people that are close to you that you love. Not just because
Because
like
they
they'll
know.
No. Okay, I have a different reason. Not because they would know, but because I would just feel bad. I would feel shady doing it.
One of my best
Because
friends.
I'm a good person. No, I'm kidding.
Like one of my best friends knows
You're
that
a
knows that
A
I
liar and a thief.
knows like I'll be like, hey, I'm not home right now, right? And he'll just show up. No, not Alwa.
Who are you talking? What? What?
I'm just saying.
happened?
Well, cause y'all were having a moment. What I was saying is there's one friend that I'm close to. What happened? Oh, sorry.
Hey, it's season 3. It's lit.
Should we just move on then? What's going on, man?
You were at a charity event. You said?
No, I was. I never said that. Now, like, I didn't say that. Now, I'm saying that there's this one friend that I can't lie to. I'll be like, oh, he'll be like, are you home right now? And I said, no, I'm not home. He'll just come over anyway because he knows I'm at home. Like, you can't lie to people that know you.
That's like, I don't think I'd go over uninvited.
Have you ever had a friend?
But if you have a friend, like, huh?
Have you ever had a friend call you out on your lie?
He showed up right after I said I'm not home.
What'd you say?
I'm like, and I know. He's like,
You doubled down?
No, he's like, no.
I just got back from the black tie charity event.
That's what I said. I said, oh, I just got home. He's like, no, you haven't. I've been out here for the last 10 minutes. And I was like, ooh.
So he doubled down when you doubled down.
So then I was like, man, you know I only lie about stupid shit. So I just confess, dude.
I feel like in situations like that,
he's one of my best friends. So
in situations like that, you can just be like, you knew I was lying, dude. Why are you here?
Why do you even want to get it out of me, dude?
What do you want from me, man? Yeah. Hey, it's the motherfucking Lab Boys podcast. Please don't lie to the people that you care about, but definitely lie to the people you don't care about. I'm kidding. So I have a hip hop question for you guys because I feel like we strayed away from our hip hop questions. I want to jump back into because it's definitely a hip hop podcast. Mm-hmm. Why do you guys think hip hop in general is one of the genres where we judge the song and the artist based off them living the lyrics that they're rapping about? So in other genres, we have pop and country, where someone can sing that song and they don't get judged by, hey,
I feel like
this is who they are as a person. We go, that's a song. They're telling a story. But as rappers, it's like, no, that needs to be your life.
Because I feel like, okay, so I don't know if y'all, but when I listen to pop music, I go to pop music for fun, and like if I'm in the mood to dance with my girls, you know what I'm saying?
With your girls? Whoa!
I said that to be.
Yo, this podcast is off the rails.
No, I go to pop music to just feel good and just have a good time.
It makes you.
What about a dance?
Hold on. Country music, I go to just like uplift my spirits a little bit.
Country uplift
or if you're like in a relationship, you're sad or something.
Depressed.
But hip hop, I think a lot of people go to for truth. You go to for like. Hip hop was founded on shit like that, right? To report what's going on in their communities, to be authentic, to talk about the shit that they're going through, and I think people identify with that. I think people go to hip hop for that very reason, to identify and relate to that type of to the shit that a lot of hip hop artists are talking about. So I think people just go do it for truth. That's my answer, and that was a great answer.
Hey, okay, killing it. Paradise, what do you think?
Yeah, I would say, kind of along the same lines, I think that hip hop evolved out of R&B, which also is along the same lines. Like, it talked about truth, and like, because blues music and everything. I'm like, because blues.
Down the history, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel the same way, and I also think that most of the world can relate to hip hop because most of the world is not. Yeah, like they live that life because most of the world isn't that wealthy, and they do deal with shit that they talk about in hip-hop music.
So it's like the people's music.
Yeah, so it's like it's relatable, and I think that it comes across really poorly if you're talking about something and you haven't lived like a hard life and you're talking about it, because like you said, most of the other music genres talk about love and relationships, but this can talk about anything from how you grew up. It's like different relationship talk than just like, your significant other. It could be how you grew up, your relationship with your mom, your relationship with your parents, your kids, your baby mama, stuff like that. So yeah, I think it's important to like.
Do you guys think it's fair to rap as a genre, that they're the only genre that gets critiqued or judged by that?
That's what this is. This is what it is. This is what it's been about. Like, you always get your card pulled in hip hop if you were spitting some fake shit.
Well, what about Drake, someone that doesn't write his own rhymes?
Dude, okay,
or
first
Cardi
of all,
B.
Y'all taking that shit to a different level. So ever since the whole Drake shit came out, and I hate to be the tangent queen, but ever since the whole Drake shit came out about him having a ghostwriter, Drake, he's like crucified for never writing his music. He writes his fucking music. He just has had ghostwriters. And when I looked at the fucking list for Sicko Mode, right? I think we talked about it before.
We did.
And it was a fucking
30 some people.
List of fucking people that are part of that song. So for hit songs and shit like that, we're going off on a tangent and I called it, but yeah, I just want to say that about Drake.
So do you guys think that's weird at all, that rap is the one genre where not only you have to write your own music, but they expect you to live up to your own music?
You know what though? Lana Del Rey got a lot of lashback from...
Lashback.
Yeah, or what is it?
Backlash. little lashback.
Lana Del Rey got a lot of backlash for acting like she came from like a poor family and like made herself into this person. And she got called out. Yeah, she got called out for it. They were like, no, you came from a wealthy, like, upstate family. So she also got backlash because of that. So I don't think it's just specific to that genre, but I think that there is more focus put on it. Yeah. But I think that anyone who pretends to be something they're not gets called out. Like, it just is what it is.
I think if you're popular, if you're a big time artist and you get called out for it, like you're gonna get called out for it. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
And that's just in any genre across the board. But it is more prevalent amongst hip hop where you have to be about the shit you're saying, and if not, people will catch on quick.
Right. Because in pop music, there's a lot of people that write for other people, and they don't have a problem. Like even myself, I've heard songs I'm like, oh, I would love to sing that, and like I think it has to do more with the relatability factor. Like if you can relate to that, and you've maybe even lived that through a relationship or something, you can sing the song, no one's going to say anything about it. But if it's in hip hop, then
so like a really good example is, or it may not be a good example, but Katy Perry. I kissed a girl and I liked it. Do we really believe that she kissed a girl and she liked it?
I don't even know that song. I kissed.
Yeah, first of all, I believe.
So that's kind of what I'm saying, is that pop artists get this free reign to essentially say whatever they want, and they're not judged by having lived those words. But rappers and hip hop, it's you need to write your words, and that needs to be real life experiences.
Yeah, but it's like, but at the same time, it's like, but it's from the culture. It's like, dude, no one calls out pop music for it. Like I said before, it's just like you go to pop music
it's
to
your
just
expectations.
You're not going to pop music to be fucking inspired deeply and like like on this like.
You know what? I think I can sum it up. Sorry to cut you off, but like I think hip hop.
You did it.
I think sorry, but not sorry. I think hip hop music is like watching a documentary. You expect it to be real and you expect it to be based on true events. Whereas like watching or listening to like a pop song or another genre of music. Yeah, it's like watching just a regular movie. It's like you just go there to enjoy it. You go there to enjoy it. You don't expect it to be based on true events. It's just kind of a bonus if it is.
I think that's probably the best wrap up you've ever done on the podcast.
That was good. Well, dude, Bohemian Rhapsody. Have you seen the movie?
No, hold on. Bohemian Rhapsody after that, dude.
Because, dude, I often wondered.
Oh God.
What the fuck they were saying in Bohemian Rhapsody? They're saying a lot of weird shit.
I often wonder.
I often wonder about Bohemian Rhapsody.
Can you sing Bohemian Rhapsody?
I have bagel bites tonight.
I don't want to. But yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody, they say a lot of weird shit. I'm like, what do they mean by this? Like, what do they mean? And when you researched it, I think they admitted that they didn't mean shit.
I love Queen.
Really? They're just saying random shit?
They're just saying a bunch of... No, I researched it. They admitted that. That's what
Freddie and the guys came out and they were like, it was just random.
Later on it said...
Does that take away from...
Or someone that was there or some shit.
Does that take away from the magnitude of the hit then?
No, because I didn't listen to Bohemian Rhapsody as this fucking deep... type thing. I listened to it because it's a good fucking song. It's a dope song.
I just think it's.
You thought it was a drug song?
No, I just think it's a trip. Like listening to it because it has so many different key changes. The melodies change. There's like a sick guitar
solo. It's like a bunch of different songs in one.
Yeah, it's all good.
Oh yeah.
Actually, Queen is one of my favorite bands. Bohemian Rhapsody is one of my favorite songs.
Hey, I have no idea. That's why I wanted.
That's why you want me to sing. Can you sing it?
Yeah.
Sing it.
It goes, Mama just killed a man, and then it goes, Mamma Mia, Mamma Mia.
Oh God. God, yeah, I know that song.
That was really bad. Yeah.
Hey, if you guys have seen that movie with Queen in it, or if you guys like Bohemian, I'm sorry, or if you like Bohemian Rhapsody, make sure you comment down below. And also,
go to my profile and watch my actual cover because
that
wasn't.
Here's a quick little shout out. Also, check this out. Gushan, why don't you hit us with a nice little topic?
You know what? I wanted to talk about.
What do you want to talk about, Gushan?
A little something. Phone call here. Gonna decline that one.
He's so popular.
I am.
Be popular.
No, I wanted to talk a little bit about relationships. I want to go back to relationships.
Love Boys. We were on hip hop for just a little bit. Thinking back to Love Boys.
Lab Boys more like Love Boys.
We have had a lot of topics about cheating.
That was way too much.
We've talked a lot about cheating, right?
Oh, okay.
And
we don't support it.
Do we? Why do you think?
We don't.
Why do you think people take back their partner even if they have cheated?
Oh, Oh shit.
What do you think the reasons
What do
are?
you think?
I think.
What do you think?
What do you think?
I think.
Why do you do that?
I think.
What you do?
I think the majority of people that do that, they do it.
I am Asian.
Kind of for the same reason that you stick around in a relationship that you know is no good for you. You're hoping that at one point it'll go back to the things that you liked about it. Because
Or be better, yeah.
Because I think most relationships start out good, right? You have like at least a decent, honeymoon phase, and then if something bad happens, you make the decision of, all right, I'm either going to leave or will I hold on and have faith that it will go back to that.
Do you think it's more so the hope that it does get better, or do you think it's more so the familiarity of being with somebody and you don't want to be alone?
I think when someone cheats like that, I think it's more so the hope.
Like that. Like he was giving a specific instance.
I know what he's talking about. But I think when someone cheats like that, I think it's more so, yeah. I think it's more so about like, let's get.
You think it's more the hope?
I think it's like, yeah, let me stick through this. Maybe a mistake was made, but I know that if I work hard and like I do all these things, that we can get back to this place, which may or may not be the case.
Yeah.
What if it's also guilt? Like they feel like they were the reason, like they caused the cheating.
I have heard that before.
Because I feel like some people might feel guilted into staying with the person. Like, oh well, I treated them like shit. That's why they cheated.
Nah, it's never your fault if someone cheats on you.
No, I agree. I'm not saying
I have heard people say
just
like,
about why do we think that?
right, and I have heard people say like, dude, like maybe they cheated because of me. Maybe I
know for a fact some girls definitely feel like if they don't like put out enough or like have sex with their boyfriend whenever their boyfriend wants to,
they really
you
think
laugh, but I
they
swear,
really think
I've heard it for sure. They feel like, oh well, like I should have, I don't know, put out more or like been, I don't know.
Sad, though.
You know what I mean?
It
No,
is,
it is
yeah.
sad, and I do
why
agree
dudes
with you.
cheat.
I think that if a guy or a girl feels like they want to take it to another level with someone else, they should just end the thing. But some people are greedy, man. I don't know.
End the thing.
And they feel like they won't get caught. I don't know. It's a lot of things.
Go
But yeah,
ahead.
I agree. I think it's the potential for the hope of like what it could be.
So I've been meaning to ask this question for a little while, and it's gonna spawn off of cheating.
Wait,
and
should we hear what he thinks?
No, I said it.
He said
Okay.
it. He said it, man.
Okay.
And I hope you guys don't crucify me too much on this, and hopefully someone has my back on it. Comment down below if you do. Cheating. We talked about cheating and why
we
guys
just
cheat.
did, like right
but should your partner appreciate how much you don't cheat on them? And is there ever a way to tell them that?
You know what? No, I don't.
That's like being
These
like,
are-
should your partner appreciate you not beating them physically?
That's different. That's different.
Hold on. Maybe she also.
I'm out on the ledge here, man. I'm out on the ledge here.
It's just like fathers thinking that they should be praised for being good fathers, right? For being around as fathers. It's like, dude, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be there.
Yeah, if you falter from that, that's bad.
Like, I think society has gotten so fucked up with so many mistakes that people make that it's a breath of fresh air to have somebody that doesn't make those same mistakes.
But is there ever a way that you could tell your partner, like, hey, this like person tried to, come
I've
up to
heard
me.
guys like, you're lucky. There's so many bitches around me.
No,
I
that's
swear
different.
to
That's
God,
different,
if a
though.
guy said that to me, I'd be like, you know what? You can leave anytime you want.
Right,
I'd
but
be like, you can do whatever you want. Don't stick around.
but I
for
think
me.
it's all an approach, because what I'm saying is if you have a partner
Man.
Yeah.
and you tell them, hey, like someone came up to me, blah blah blah, and I totally like push them away, push them to the side. Is that ever like a good thing to tell someone, or you should just keep it to yourself 100%?
Oh,
Can
like
I-
just
can I
like
take
the
this?
like the subtle type things or not subtle, but where you're like, yeah, so this girl hit on me, but
Can
Right.
I
But you're
take
like,
this?
nah, man.
Can I handle this?
Go ahead.
I
You
kind of
raise your hand.
I did. I kind of feel like if my boyfriend said that to me, that actually would make me feel insecure if they told me that, because I'd be like, well, like, what do you want? Like, that's what you should have done. Why do you want me to praise you for something you should have done anyways? And also, flip side, if I had a boyfriend and I went up to them, it's kind of like I'm asking for attention, or like it's like fishing for compliments. Like, why? Just be secure. If you're not happy in your relationship, then go like.
What if it was like? Do you think that anytime it gets brought up in conversation that there's an alternative motive behind someone saying that? Like if you're just like pillow talk with what you're doing, like, yeah, so this guy came up and he hit on me today. Like, is there a hidden motive as to why you would say something like that? Or do you think it can't come up in conversation without there being some kind of hidden motive?
I think that it can come up. I think it can totally come up, like casually. But I also think it's like kind of like you said, like how you approach it.
Yeah.
Like it also just hugely depends on your motive. And I think when you're with someone, you kind of understand them. So
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what their motive is. Even if they try and come across like it's casual, you know, like, oh, like she just wants me to be grateful that she's with me.
What do you think?
I mean, I'm gonna jump on the ledge here. I think that you guys are gonna murder me for
I think
this.
it's totally fine.
No, I think that there's.
He hasn't been murdered yet.
I think that there has to be like a way that you can convey to someone like
That you're desirable?
no, not that you're
That's
desirable,
exactly what I would think.
and not that you're faithful, but just that like, hey, like
That you're
I don't know.
desirable
It's
and faithful.
it's hard to necessarily explain, but it's like
Whisper, we have mics.
there has to be a way of telling someone like, hey, you know, someone tried to hit on me today or whatever, but I was like, nah, fuck that.
What do you
Boom.
have to gain from that is my question. What
I
are you
mean-
hoping to get from saying that?
I mean, think about a relationship where maybe the trust isn't necessarily there,
You shouldn't be
and they're
there.
constantly thinking
like-
or maybe
So
they're-
it's on the contrary of how we're looking at this. It would be your way to reassure your partner that you are not doing anything.
So
with
if
them.
the
Or just to get the high five, you
If
know?
the person doesn't trust you in general, why would they believe that you turn someone down?
Well, hold on. Well, sometimes things happen and you gotta.
There's just a lot of things that happen that you may not get credit for. That's all I'm saying. There's a lot of things
so
that
your
happen.
goal is to get credit.
It'd be cool to get some credit.
Well,
Okay, so sounds underappreciated. Please comment down below something that you appreciate about Alwa.
Hey, and come to the motherfucking release party, dude. May
Please.
16th, and tell me how wrong I am.
Please
No.
appreciate him.
No,
Give
I'm
him
kidding.
some credit.
Predator, let's give you some credit. What you got for us?
Yo,
All right.
nice.
So, all right.
That was a sweet high five.
Sick too.
I am actually really curious. And
God.
This is another conversation that me and my girlfriends have had. Because
How many girlfriends do you have?
so many girlfriends. No, honestly, I've struggled with this in my previous relationships. Vogue.
Boob touch.
Where stop. Where
You did it.
The guy that I'm with, or like a guy that I'm friends with, or anything, just guys seem to
guys.
be oblivious to girls being
suck.
manipulative to other girls. Like girls doing like snide comments or like doing something else. Most men seem to be oblivious to that. They're like, no, like I didn't notice that. She seemed like she was totally fine. Thoughts?
I think
Concerns?
I don't know. Speaking from my personal experience,
I ain't get it.
I would say
I don't know if I was paying attention though.
give it to him again. That's so ironic.
me again.
That's so ironic. And he wasn't even paying attention.
Yeah, guys just goes over their head. I'm like, I'm good.
I don't think I heard it.
I said most guys seem to be oblivious when a girl is being like sneaky or manipulative or snide to another girl. They're like, no, she seemed fine, babe. Like she was fine. I don't know what you're talking about. And you're like, dude, she was being a total bitch. Like, did you see the way that she looked at me, talked to me, whatever? And they're like, no.
There's definitely. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Now I get it. Now that I'm on track. Now
We're
that
back,
I'm on
baby.
track.
So, I mean, speaking from my experience personally, if I were to say, like, answer for guys, I would say most guys do know and they can tell, but they're just not paying attention to it. If they're really paying attention to it and, like, watching, they can see it. But most of the time, they're just like, dude, whatever, that's my girl. Like, I don't care.
If you give us the play-by-play of the shit that happened, I think we'd be able to process it and know, but it's just like we're just doing our own thing.
For example, though, let's say someone gives me a compliment, or like, I don't know,
If a chick is giving you a compliment?
nice. Yeah.
No.
Let's say like a girl says something nice. Like,
Right.
let's just give an example. Just like I'm not gonna go there. Let's just say like I love your shoes. They look so good on you. Who got them for you? Like something like that. And you're like, wow, thanks. Like I don't know, like my boyfriend. And they're like, oh, how nice of your boyfriend, right? But really, they're like, what a bitch. Like I don't know, something super unrelated that guys would never piece together.
Can I ask a question then?
Yeah.
Why do you think? So guys are pretty direct as far
I would
as
say so, yeah.
as far as like if I don't like somebody, I'd be like,
Then we got beef. It's
yeah,
problems. We got
it's
problems.
problems.
But then you squash it like
I'm
that
not,
too.
But I'm not gonna go to somebody I don't like, right, and be like, nice shirt, dog.
Frenemies.
Yeah, yo, I see you out here,
shirt,
dog.
dog.
You killing it out here, baby.
That shirt, bro.
You
Who got
killing
that?
it.
Yo,
You
girl.
killing it.
Yo, girl got good taste.
Yeah.
That's not how
like
it works.
frenemies. Guys are not usually
But why
frenemies.
do you think that is the strategy amongst women to compliment you when they really mean the opposite?
I think it's because we're more psychologically like we like psychologically fuck people's mind up. You know what I mean?
How so?
Like we plant psychological fuck bombs in people's minds. So like we play the long game, right?
What is the long game in this situation?
Like for example, if
What is the long
if a
game?
girl, let's say a girl doesn't really like me at all, but likes my brother or likes my guy friend, so she thinks that getting close to me will get her close to her end goal. That's called being frenemies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's being a frenemy. That's like she could care less about me, but she's trying to use me to get to something. That's why I think, but I don't think men think that way. I think.
So men wouldn't pick up on shit like
simple.
that.
They're more direct.
Yeah, we wouldn't pick up on something like
Yeah,
that.
like you guys wouldn't think like, oh, if I want to get close to this person, I should become friends with this. You know
there's
what I mean?
there's a lot of guys
So
like that.
I don't think we think like that, but I think, I mean, speaking for me and Sean, I think we are like.
Speaking for the both of you.
Hey,
I got a voice.
But I think that at least we are pretty receptive as far as like some of that stuff and socially and seeing people make those like snide or petty remarks that come off
Do you
as
think
compliments.
that's specific to having the experiences you guys have had in your relationships though?
I think for me, yeah, it's specific to some of the things that I've had to go through and like having my eyes open to like, wow, people can be really spiteful or really like conniving.
Sneaky. Yeah, conniving, that's
and then
the
it's just
word.
kind of like, okay, like that's possible. And now I'm just alert
It's
to
like
it.
plotting,
You know?
like women plot, I feel like.
And I feel like at this age, you're definitely gonna have seen some shit.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah, oh
You know,
yeah.
like by this time, you definitely see some shit.
I also feel like you've been with Vanessa for so long that like anything she says, you would take. You know, you would just believe it. Whereas like a lot of guys, like if you're a year into your relationship and a girl's like, dude, like your girlfriend is actually a bitch to me, and they're like, no, she's fine. Like if Vanessa ever told you like that girl's being a bitch, you would for sure believe her. You'd be like, if Vanessa says this, then it's true.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like you've probably also had your eyes open to that because of the amount of trust that you have in your relationship.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It could
yeah,
go
yeah.
both ways.
No,
Anyways,
no, you're right. And it's funny because when we're talking about it, I often
want Dear
I know.
Diary.
I often say why.
Why?
I'm always
Why,
like
Diary?
why.
Why?
Mama, why?
Diary, why?
Okay.
All right, that's all I had to say.
That's right.
That was it.
Cool story.
That was it. Hey, it's the motherfucking Loud Boys podcast. We only have 3 more minutes left, so I'm just gonna jump into something
Jump.
really quick.
It was. You took it.
Thanks, man.
What?
Did you really take it though? Does anybody? This is a really simple
If
question.
you took it and no one saw it,
Does-
it actually happened.
Anyone have any high school crushes that are still attractive today?
Yes.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
Care to name them? They don't watch
Why
the
not,
cast.
Shane? Fuck. I just said it.
You just did it.
Hey, Shane, comment down below. Sean, what about you, man?
Okay, obviously, I'm not.
I feel like we just sold you off to Shane. I'm sorry.
No, hey, what changes is the level.
Hold on, wait. Don't get deep on me. Just answer the question.
No, because look,
we're trying
He's
to just,
like me. Boom, boom, boom.
You know, my people.
Yes or no?
My
Yes
brothers.
or no?
My brothers.
Name them. Name
No,
them.
okay. What you
Say
asked?
it.
What you
Just
asked
kidding.
is.
I don't
Is there
condone
any
that.
high school crushes that you
are
had
still
that are still
attractive now?
attractive today? Like, okay, yeah, they're attractive, but I just don't have crushes on them anymore. So
That wasn't the question though.
that was the fucking
no,
question.
The question
Are they still
was,
attractive?
Are they attractive? And I said yes, they are attractive still, but
That's
I just
it.
don't
No,
have crushes anymore.
obviously, the question wasn't, are there any high school crushes?
If you have been in a
crush on?
relationship for 10 years, you put that disclaimer.
Hey,
That's what it is.
So
Craig
true.
K with the disclaimer. I gotta say no,
Love you,
man.
true.
None of my high school crushes kept their good looks.
For real?
For real.
Who? Can you name some names?
Actually, no. There was the only one. There's
Who?
one that kept Cassie. Cassie.
Yeah.
Yeah, for those of you guys who've been watching the podcast a while, Cassie's the chick that I lied to about having football practice. I've never played football a day in my life. I fumbled it.
Did you
Get
hear
it?
that story?
No.
He literally, and I want to tell season
I
3
only got
viewers.
1 minute left.
He literally told a chick. Remember you were talking about what is your lie
Oh, man.
excuse?
Yeah,
He lied to a chick saying he had football practice. This
Why would
dude's
you lie
never.
to a chick you had a crush on?
this is-
No, but
this
he
is
never
before.
played sports.
This is
even.
before
He said I had football
Instagram.
practice.
It was MySpace. You could lie about anything, get away with it.
But I'm saying, like, why would you lie to a chick you like?
I was dating this other chick and I went to in things with her to hang out with Cassie, but then that chick ended up finding out that I was hanging out with Cassie.
Can you
and
say the
messages.
last name for?
What is
okay,
her?
you don't have to
Cassie
say her last
Bonero.
name.
Bonero. There we go. If you guys know
Cassie
Cassie Bonero.
Bonero.
I also think she's married right now, so no disrespect to her at all.
Oh yeah, also same with
Disclaimer.
mine. He's also married. But
Yo,
he's
don't
still
just jump on
attractive.
my disclaimer.
I'm just saying.
Hey, it's the motherfucking Loud Boys
You really want
podcast.
Shane back, dude.
We appreciate you guys so much for checking us out. Make sure May 15th, if you're in the area, you come out to Crate Place. I'm having an album release party. 16 Summers is dropping. If you want to see me sooner, come out April 17th at Bocce Cellar. It's going to be lit. It's the motherfucking Lab Boys podcast. Because, Sean, what can they do, man?
I have a headache,
You have
so
like
it's not going to be
10
as high energy.
Ah, come
but
on.
when you look below, hit that red subscription button. And right next to it is the post notification bell. Hit that post notification bell. That way you get reminded every time we release a video.
Thank you.
We out. Episode 53.
Hey, it's motherfucking Lab Boys.
Yeah.